How you doing everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are in something a little bit different. We are in Assetto Corsa, a game that I have played for now and then, bits and bobs, but never really got into it. But I managed to get the wheel set up nicely, got the graphics just how I like it with some PPO filters, and I also managed to download a car which I used to own, and I got the inspiration from Jimmy Broadbent's video when he had a Clio 172 which had about 500 brake horsepower and was about 99% not a Clio apart from a few parts. But if you haven't seen the video, I recommend go watching it. Absolutely brilliant. And it just gave me some nostalgia and some memories to kind of get back into this car. And as I don't own it no more, I thought I'd dig around, see if I could find one for Assetto Corsa, and I managed to find one. So what I'd done with the car, because it was about 4 or 5 years old, this mod, I managed to tweak the suspension, I changed the tyres on it, and I just kind of made it feel how it felt for me. And also what I'd done, I added in some internal throttle bodies. Now, if you've never heard of Clio with internal throttle bodies, the sound is immense. It's just this massive, it's just angry, incredibly angry sound, and it was really, really fun to drive. So what I've done, I've put internal throttle bodies on the car, so it's got about 260 brake horsepower, and we're going to have a race on the Pacific coast on the Big Sur, and we'll be up against a Nissan 370Z, because on paper they're about equal in performance, but the 350Z is a lot faster top end. It has an extra gear, it has 6 gears instead of 5, what we've got in the Clio, and also it's just not as quick in the corners as the Clio. So we're going to be quicker in the corners, but not, a lot slower on the straights, so it should be fun, and hopefully we don't hit the barriers, which I've done quite a bit. But let's jump in and I'll show you how good it is, and yeah, let's do it. Okay guys, here we go. We're going to try and keep up with a Nissan 370Z in a car that is not as quick on the straights, even though we've got internal throttle bodies on the car. But we're just going to try and see if we can catch the car in the twisties, which is one of the main reasons why I love this car so much in general. It was just so much fun to drive, and around country lanes in the United Kingdom it was an absolute blast to just kind of go around. And you can't do it in cars now like you used to, mainly because there's a hell of a lot more cars on the road and you know, enforcements and stuff. But you could drive 70 miles an hour down country lanes, 60, 70, and just have an absolute blast. But as you can see here, power to weight ratio, the Nissan, we're about equal, but the Nissan just has a much better top end. It is a 3 litre V6. We're just going to cruise around here because I know I can float the car around. Just, it's so light, I can just take advantage of it. But you'll see here, we'll try and gain the Nissan, but on the long straights, it's going to pull away really, really quick. Now, in this one that you can see, the car that we've got, we have a kind of a different steering wheel. This wasn't the original steering wheel that came with the car. They originally installed a steering wheel from a London bus. It was gigantic, it was massive, it was the ugliest thing you'd ever see in your life. But it didn't deter you from driving or trying to push it or drive like a maniac in it. But yeah, you kind of look past that. You could drive the car with this huge steering wheel and still have great fun in it. And one of the main things that you could do in it was tripoding, where you would manage to get the back wheel up. We've definitely got a lack of power along this straight. And yeah, you could go around corners, the front left or front right would dig into the ground, and your rear tyre, depending on the corner you was going, would literally lift off the ground. There's a few corners here. I know this one, I've gone into the bushes quite a lot. Got to be nice and steady. And the curves there, okay, we're doing alright. But yeah, very, very twitchy. And I think if you try this car, you're going to be like, what is this? And I don't know if they sold these in America, I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure they were very, very popular in Europe due to the roads that we've got, which is similar to this, apart from the scenery. You can see the Clio really does excel around the bends, and for a front-wheel drive car, it was just phenomenal. And I remember during the time, the main rival for this car in terms of like power and handling and fun was the Honda Civic Type R. I can't remember what version it was, but the one after the famous high revving version, the one that was kind of like a weird hatchback. I don't know if it was not an EP4, I'm not too sure, it might have been, I can't remember, I'm not very good on Jap cars. I was more of a French car fan, unfortunately, but they had some really good cars back in the day, such as the 205, which is a renowned, legendary car, and the Renault 5 Turbo, of course, and of course the Renault Williams, which doesn't get a lot of love as the Renault 5 Turbo, but the Williams was an absolute blast, which I've driven as well. I mean, that was like, yeah, just unreal. Pay attention, Will. Right, we're gaining on the Nissan in the corners. He's driving erratic. The AI isn't 100%, like maximum aggression. And you can see the Nissan's not the best in the corners. But I thought it would be fun to see if we can just keep up, like trying to push it without losing it. Just try and, got to stay off those stones. That's what got me last time. He's braking, I can keep going, but I haven't got the power. Oh, this is so illegal. But yeah, guys, honestly, this for me is still one of my favourite cars driving. It was just absolutely great fun. And something you don't really get in cars now. I've got an SUV now, a BMW X3M competition, and although it's ridiculously fast, it just it's not the same thrill that you got from a car like this. So what I've done to this car in the game, I've given it new suspension, I've given it updated tyre model. I've also I put in a different engine. Oh, pay attention. Oh, I can't believe I saved that. I cannot believe I saved that. So yeah, we got a different engine here. We got the kind of Seat Leon Cupra, which was a 2-litre engine. So it's not the original Clio engine that came with a mod, and to be honest, it didn't sound that great, but I've managed to get it to how I want, and I thought the sound was a much more realistic sound for the car. It was a more updated sound, if that makes sense. Trying to push it, you can feel the front wheels trying to get the power down, but where the suspension is quite stuck into the car, you're coming off the ground quite a bit, so you're never having fully 4 wheels when you're going around a corner, again with that tripod experience, and I believe that's it. But yes, guys, it is such a great car to drive. I do, honestly, I would buy one now, but they're about £4,500 for a pretty poor one, to be honest. Whoa. And I paid less than that when I bought it. Oh, you see, just the brakes are so lethal. But I'm not giving up. I feel like sometimes the Nissan's braking when you don't have to brake. But I'm braking way too late. Don't know where the Nissan is. That's it, let me have it back. It's only fair. After I dive bomb through. Are we going to make it? There we go. Wow. So guys, not the best drive, okay, I admit that, but absolute beast and absolute fun. I want you to give it a try. I'll leave the links down below. Give it a shot, let me know what you think. It's hard work, but yeah, I love this car in real life, and I love it in this game as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and hopefully I'll see you very, very soon. Thanks for watching. See ya. Bye-bye.